Hello everyone, Wednesday, November 22nd, 2017. Of course, today is New Comic Book Day, which means right now, new comic book video. And it is the day before Thanksgiving, so I want to wish everybody a happy early Thanksgiving and hope you get to spend it with family and friends and just have a really nice time this holiday season. So I am actually off work tomorrow, so I'm going to be able to sit down and enjoy a little Charger football. That's my team. And just get to spend some time with the wife, which we're really looking forward to because with our work schedules, we never really get to spend a lot of time together. So we will jump right into the books. I have books I didn't pick up last week, of course. The shop I went to, as you remember, didn't get their books. So I have 2 weeks worth of books. Not a big week. I have some vintage books I picked up last week that I'm going to show. I think 5 or 6 of them. And then, of course, the first thing I'm going to show, as you remember, last night at midnight was the early release of Doomsday Clock. Now, I went to a local shop here, and they opened up their doors at 11:30 last night. Very good turnout. There was probably, maybe 30, 40 people there, which is good for a midnight release because a lot of people don't go out there for that, especially during the holidays. So the books I picked up for the Doomsday Clock, there are 4 different covers you can choose from. I only went with 2 covers. I wasn't really impressed with some of the other covers, and I'll tell you why in a second. First one I got was the lenticular cover. Here, you can kind of see the Wonder Woman and the Batman in the face there, and the Superman. Kind of a cool cover. This was the one that was the most popular cover, carried a $5.99 price tag, a little expensive. I did pick a couple of those up, but they had a big stack of them. And the next one I got was what they called the Midnight Door release, which was a black and white sketch variant of this. Now, they had the same cover that was a color version that was colored. That was a regular issue, and they had a big stack of those. But our shop only got like 10 of these because it was very rare. So I grabbed a couple of these. These are the first 2 I grabbed. I knew that was going to be a rare one. Everybody looked at me like, well, you got to get the lenticular. You got to get the color version. A lot of people didn't know this was the one they only released at midnight. So they sold out very quickly, like I said. My shop, the shop I went to last night for it, only had 10 of them, so I was able to get 2 of those. I was very happy with that, and so I grabbed those. I'm not sure how the Doomsday Clock is going to work. I do know 2 weeks from now, or when the issue comes out, I will show you because very excited. Here is the copy, which is going to be coming out very soon for Doomsday Clock. That's a cover that's coming out in a couple of weeks with the Joker. I am all over that. That is going to sell very, very hot, as you know, and I'm very excited about that. So we will see what happens when that comes out. I already told the shop I want a couple of those put away because those are going to be a very hot seller. I don't know if that's going to be a lenticular cover or a regular cover. All I know it's going to be a cover that's going to be very desirable and very sought after, so I'm looking forward to that. So jumping into the books, these are the regular books. No particular order, just some books I picked up for the last 2 weeks. Batman 800, very limited cover. The shop that I went and got these at said, you know what, we only bought a couple of these. This was the cover B variant, and we weren't sure how it was going to look. Of course, it's fantastic. It looks great, and they didn't get a lot of them, so I was lucky to get that one. Brand new from Image, came out. I'm excited. You know I love vampires. I've mentioned that a lot of times. This is Dark Fang #1. I'm anxious to read this. I thumbed through it real quick, and it looks like it might be pretty good. Again, Image, hit and miss. You'll have 2 really hot titles, 10 not so hot titles, but I'll buy that because I just like that whole genre. I'll be honest with you, I bought this because of the cover. This is a cool cover. I plan on putting this up somewhere. It kind of falls under the genre that I like, the scary genre, zombie, things like that. This is Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, number 105. I love that cover. Getting chomped up by some zombies right there. Cool, cool cover. Covers like this I will eat up all the time because I absolutely love them. So, Rebirth 32, Harley Quinn. Another really cool cover. And last one at the shop here. Again, when the books didn't get released last week, I didn't get an opportunity to go back because I work, and so I wasn't able to get multiple copies of certain things. And I was very lucky that this was in decent condition, along with all these other books. Spider-Man Deadpool 24. Dead of Winter, number 4. Really enjoying this. I hope some of you got on this. Really good story. I like it. I like it personally. I really enjoy it. And I was pretty happy when that next one came out because I'm enjoying the storyline. I want to read it. Misbegotten from Action Lab. We've talked about this. Of course, they had The Nun Breastfeeding. The first issue, they had Gandhi last issue. This is The Nun and Jesus Christ right there. Very, very risque cover, as you would relate to anything religion. People were talking about this cover today at the shop, kind of upset. Then you read the book, and there is a very, risque couple of pages of these two in the book. Storyline is okay, but I'm going to give it a little bit more because I just kind of like the way they're doing this. And of course, from Las Vegas, Dan Mendoza's Zombie Tramp number 41. Picked up this cover and this cover. Last night also, during the midnight release, they were giving out buttons and prints. The button wasn't anything real special. The print was the cover. The print basically was the black and white cover version of that doorbuster, midnight doorbuster I picked up. Don't mind the dog outside. He's out there barking at something. Probably, I don't know. He's barking at something. So some of the older books I picked up here last week. Last week when they didn't have the books get in, they were giving people some discounts on some vintage books. So I picked up a few. I think I picked up, looks like 6. So we'll jump right into it. Submariner number 4, Fine Minus. Of course, this is John Buscema. Really cool cover right there. I graded it a Fine Minus. Of course, that probably means it's a higher grade because of the difficulty in which I grade things. This is Fantastic 481, Jack Kirby, cover and artwork inside. Anything Kirby is a gold mine. Everybody loves Kirby. This is Fine Plus. Another Jack Kirby cover I found. 155, Fine Minus. Love me some Kirby. Books that don't have a real high value, but I just kind of like them. This first one, Brave and the Bold, 104. Batman and Deadman. Batman Wonder Woman. This is number 87, Brave and the Bold, VG Fine. And finally, Fine Plus, Brave and the Bold, 101, 52-page giant. Batman and Metamorpho. Really cool cover right there. So there was that. That's what I picked up as far as vintage. Of course, we've talked about the difficulty of trying to get, more vintage. It's drying up. Mid-grade, 5 to 7.5, 7 is pretty much a mid-grade book, and then anything over 7.5 is going to be your upper grades. So if you're out there and you kind of find some books, pick them up. I mean, things like this are not expensive. The Brave and the Bulls are not expensive. Thor is not expensive. Daredevil, for the most part, is not a very expensive storyline, but they're good books, and I really like them. Last week, of course, I did the video on the grading. I got a lot of great feedback from viewers who really enjoyed that. Now, I am going to try to do a more in-depth grading video to kind of show, because as I stated, I don't have the best cameras to do those, videos to show stuff like that. So I'm going to do the best I can. What I did find out was I watched some videos of some CGC unboxings, because I like watching what people get in the mail. And I've noticed that on a few videos, recent videos where books have been submitted at conventions, one, they're coming back damaged, which was kind of bad. I think I mentioned that once before. But they're not getting the... they're buying, they have the special labels for like Walking Dead and things like that. And guys were sending Walking Dead books in and not getting the Walking Dead labels. They paid for it and just got the regular blue labels. Which, come on, if someone's paying a service, make sure you get it. Now, a couple of books once in a while is understandable, but there's like 4 or 5 videos online of people getting multiple books graded, not getting their labels. So that's kind of bad. But I regress because it's, doesn't affect me in any way. I just kind of felt bad for people that are paying for these labels and not getting them. So, again, This video was kind of short. There wasn't a whole lot of books to pick up, and I'm real tired with the holiday. I did show you some older books. I'm going to try to do some more in-depth, like I said, grading videos in the future. If you want to see something or have me do something, of course, send a message. You know, leave a comment, something of that nature. I always answer my comments as quick as I can. I think a lot of you who've contacted me have realized that. And again, I do appreciate the support. I'm going to say that every week because I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the 10 or 15 minute videos and giving me thumbs up and enjoying the context. So with that said, I'm going to end this video. I hope you liked the video, but if you didn't, as always, nothing I can do for you. I hope you all have a great, safe Thanksgiving, and don't get trampled in those Black Friday sales, okay? Watch the doors. Have a great night.